Can we stand to receive the graduates, please?
Good evening, and welcome all of you to the graduation celebration for the class of 2009. To give University and McCormick Graduate School greetings, we have Dean Steve Crosby.
Thank you, Carol. I also had the pleasure of welcoming you all to this program, I think. As Carol said, I want to welcome you on behalf of UMass Boston and on behalf of McCormick Graduate School. McCormick Graduate School, as you all now know, is a graduate school of public policy that tries very hard to make the connection between the academic world of policy and the applied world of policy. As dean, that's what I aspire to make that connection, and you all in this program are the finest example we have of that, where you really go through a rigorous academic program, and with your internships and your aspirations for work, you are powerfully connected to the real policy world. So I take particular pride in this group and in this program. And Carol and Donna know that's true because I sing their praises everywhere I go. And just looking at the group of you gives me goosebumps because you're such a remarkable group of folks, and we've got diversity within diversity, and we're breaking all kinds of records with you folks. I wanted to tell you one quick story about women in politics. I served as chief of staff for Jane Swift when she was the governor of Massachusetts. By the way, the only governor in the history of the United States of America that has ever borne children in office. There's been one governor in the history of the United States who was born children in office. And one day she was away, and I took a dear friend of mine and her little daughter, Jamie O'Connor, into the governor's office, as you can do when the governor's not there. And we walked in, and I said to 7-year-old Jamie, "This is the governor's desk. This is where she sits when she's conducting business." And Jamie looked up at me with great big round eyes and said, "You mean the governor's a girl?" And I said, "Yes, Jamie, the governor is a girl, was a girl, and the attorney general is a girl, and the Senate president is a girl, and there are a lot of young women sitting right here who are going to continue to break glass ceilings, as a lot of other fine women in this state have done." So I'm tremendously proud of you. I'm proud to have you here. I'm proud to be a part of it. Congratulations for a job well done.
Thank you, Steve. Welcome to the 2009 graduation celebration for the Program for Women in Politics and Public Policy. This is a joyous occasion for the graduates, and I'm sure they are pleased to share this time with so many friends, family, and co-workers. I know there's definitely supervisors here from the internship component, and this is definitely an exciting time. First, I want to personally congratulate the graduates. I was very impressed with you all during the application process, and now even more so as you graduate. You have worked hard, especially on your research papers. Thank you, Professor Gastix. And today is your day to celebrate. You have established wonderful relationships and gained a new network of colleagues. Thank you for bringing about change, making a difference, and taking the necessary steps to transform Massachusetts' political landscape. Truly, it has been a wonderful year. I keep saying that you're the nicest class ever. To the graduates, I want to congratulate you again and best wishes on your future endeavors. Now I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Attorney General Martha Coakley. Attorney General Martha Coakley has dedicated the last 20 years of her life to a career in public service. Attorney General Coakley began her legal career in 1979, practicing civil litigation with the firm of Parker, Coulter, Daly, and White, and later at Goodwin Procter. Ms. Coakley has a strong history as an advocate, not only for individuals and communities, but also for the best interests of the Commonwealth at large. Ms. Coakley brings to the Attorney General's office a diverse and extensive legal background, a proven track record of bringing people to the table to find effective solutions to the issues that face the Commonwealth, and a strong commitment to her role as a public servant. Martha Coakley received her BA cum laude from Williams College in 1975 and a JD degree from Boston University School of Law in 1979. Ms. Coakley resides in Medford, Massachusetts with her husband, Thomas O'Connor, Jr. Please join me in welcoming Attorney General Martha Coakley as the Women in Politics and Public Policy 2009 graduation speaker.
Thank you, Donna.
You're so welcome.
Thank you, Donna, for that kind introduction, and to Dean Crosby, to Director of the program, Carol Hardy-Fanta, who's always been a great supporter of all women trying to get involved in politics, and I personally have benefited from that. To Christine Kelleher, who's on your faculty, and congratulations to Jean for her award tonight. And I just want to add a minute to what Dean Crosby said. Not only was Jane Swift the only governor with children, but it was actually twins, right? That she had twins. And Jane and I are both from North Adams, Massachusetts, which is way over near New York and Vermont. And I went to school with her uncle. I think that Jane was a terrific governor and politician and woman leader, and you have not seen the last of her yet. I want to also say congratulations to our graduates tonight. Where were your mortar boards? I did a couple of graduations this weekend, and everybody had all the, what I call the Harry Potter stuff on, and you don't have that on tonight, but you are graduating nonetheless, so congratulations to you. And to all of your family and friends who are here to watch you and to celebrate with you for this well-deserved and important milestone. And I must tell you that when I graduated from law school, there were 5 children in our family. I was in the middle. There were 4 girls, and I had a younger brother. But when I graduated from law school, my father gave me a little plaque, which I keep in my office, that said, "Sometimes the best man for the job is a woman." And I have found that, as I know you will find more and more that to be true. And you will be well prepared by your experience here and your experience in the work field to make a difference. And as difficult as the economy is, I think it's a terrific time for women to come to the forefront and try and make some changes. As I've said, given the mess on Wall Street and Washington, mostly by men, we can't do any worse, right? So we can grab the reins and move forward on this. I want to give you a little bit of history, because we talk about history, which of course we call it herstory, because it's often about men and their stories, not so much about women, but I look, as I look back in history at role models. And you may not remember Florence Nightingale, who was a long time before, called Lady with the Lamp. She defied her extremely wealthy family and her upper class conventions to join in 1845, that's a long time ago, a somewhat questionable profession for a lady. She became a nurse, and people were scandalized. She's best known for her work on the battlefield during the Crimean War, where in one hospital alone, the line of wounded stretched for almost 4 miles, constantly fighting red tape. Yes, they had bureaucracy back then too. She fought for decent nutrition, sanitation, clothing, medical care, and for the dignity of the wounded soldiers in her care. And she showed her persistence and perseverance and a passion for what she was doing. She fundraised, she wrote letters to newspapers back home, she pestered the bureaucrats and the decision makers. Indeed, she had all the makings of a good executive director of a not-for-profit, a politician, or a legislator. She set up an entirely new hospital infrastructure, including establishing a well-organized and highly functional storehouse to receive and distribute life-saving supplies. I would like to think that if Florence Nightingale were alive today, perhaps as a legislator or someone fighting for social justice, she would be here advocating, as I know you will all, for things that you care about, for jobs that you enjoy, but also to make a difference in the work that you pursue, the projects you undertake, both for your families, for your friends, and in the workplace, in the private sector and in the public sector, to help women and everybody achieve more healthy, secure, and fulfilling lives. Flash forward to Eleanor Roosevelt. I want to tell you a quick story about her. She's also a personal role model of mine. When she went to the White House, she wanted to have a press conference, but she had a rule that only women reporters could attend her press conference. Well, guess what? The New York Times and the Washington Post, they didn't have any women reporters. Guess what? They had to hire them. And so many of the women who followed the homemaker or did what was traditionally women's work were assigned to cover the First Lady. And interestingly, many of the women who came out of that corps became leading editors, writers, covers of news thereafter. And so I give her a lot of credit for taking, instead of complaining or whining about it, she changed the way the world worked by saying, I'm only going to let women into my press conferences. I think that if we flash forward now to 2009, we've seen a lot of progress, certainly since Florence Nightingale and even since Eleanor Roosevelt. But you know what? It's not enough. There's still an incredible amount of work to be done by women, particularly, for women, and frankly for everybody else. It's not just about us and progress for women. It's about what we bring to the table for everybody. It's about our skill sets, our interests, our passion, the ways in which we bring those voices to what has to happen, I think, both in the public sector and in the private sector, to make sure that we prepare for and spend our tax dollars on and work on the projects that we care about. And I think that with all the arguments through the ages, if you read the history of why women could never be lawyers or why women should never be doctors, every one of those arguments has been proven false. And you sitting here today and everybody, I guess with the exception of Steve behind me, have proven that women, when they work hard, when they are given opportunities, not only do they do very well, they excel. And I know that you will all be in that class of excelling. Women are resilient. We've been successful. We're not perfect. Don't claim to be. That would be pretty boring if we were. But whether we're in the home or in the house, and I hope someday in the White House, whether we are on the bench or sitting on boards, not profits or otherwise, whether we're doing surgery or research, whether we are helping our kids and our families or helping shape the future of this country, we are the ones who can make that difference, and I know that your training and your commitment will make a difference going forward. So tonight, I want to leave you with the title of a book that was given to me by Barbara Lee, who is a woman in Massachusetts who has made it her personal goal to get more women running for office, elected for office, involved in policy. She is our own little Emily's List right here in Massachusetts, but she gave me a book not long ago, and the title of it was Well-Behaved Women Seldom Make History. So I wish for all of you that you will follow your stars, you will kick up some trouble, you will work together, but you also do what's important to you and what's interesting to you, and that you will be successful, not at everything you try, but you'll get back in and try again. And you will have the kinds of rewarding, successful lives, not just for yourselves, but for your families and for your communities, that for so long women did not have the opportunities to. So you are lucky in many respects. You have lots of challenges and opportunities ahead of you. And I know that this program will make you equal to the task. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Don't leave yet. Okay. I'd like you all to join me in thanking Attorney General Martha Coakley. We also would like to thank you with a small gift.
Thank you.
Thanks. It is a crystal bowl with our logo on it, and so whenever you use it, you can see us in a faint way, but we're there with you and wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
And I would like to also acknowledge in the room is Connie Chan, who's our chair of our Department of Public Policy. So thank you very much for coming, and we wish you very well in your future endeavors.
Thanks, Jill. Take care.
Thank you. Now, as you know, Martha Coakley is not only the first Attorney General who's a woman, but also is the only statewide elected official in this Commonwealth who's a woman. In Connecticut, there are 4 out of 6. We have 1 often at a time. So we thank you for representing all women in the state of Massachusetts. Bye-bye. Thank you. And now, before we do our presentation of recognition to you as individuals, to all of you, we always, it's very hard with a class like you to, we can acknowledge each and every one of you as special, as bringing something special to the class, and as personalities in your own ways. But we also go along with the tradition of selecting 3 for special recognition, for special awards. And I'm going to turn it over now to the individuals in the program who will present awards. The first is Jean Levesque, stand up, who is the Director of Government Relations at BC. Now, you know the program started at Boston College. Well, it didn't start at Boston College, but it had spent 20 years at Boston College before coming to UMass. And Jean Levesque is a graduate of the class of 1984. And when the program moved over to UMass Boston in 1992, the decision was to have Boston College convey an award to a student who exemplifies excellence in community service. So I'm going to turn this over to Jean Levesque.
On behalf of Father Leahy and the entire Boston College community, I'm very pleased to be here as a graduate, as Carol said, to present the Boston College Community Service Award. To this candidate who's been selected truly exemplifies Boston College's motto, ever to excel, and its tradition, Jesuit tradition of being men and women in service to others. And it's my pleasure to present this award to Angela Kelly.
So my name is Krista Kelleher, and I'm Research Director at the Center for Women in Politics and Public Policy and Program Faculty. Welcome everyone tonight. I am so honored to participate in tonight's celebration and to have worked with so many talented and passionate women. I would first like to acknowledge the intentions and motivations that brought you to the program, the sacrifices and hard work that allowed you to succeed, and the many ways that you supported each other this past year. Your enthusiasm for social justice and political equality for women was palpable and contagious. I know that your dedication to these ideals will serve you well as you move on to new opportunities, new beginnings, and new challenges. And in this economy, we definitely are facing some challenges. Collectively, you approached your academic work with tremendous intensity and commitment to developing the most persuasive budget memos, the most effective press releases, and the most informative legislative fact sheets. And you often did this with family, employment, internship, and other responsibilities to manage. I really look forward to your future endeavors and accomplishments. I am now privileged to confer the Academic Excellence Award to the student who far exceeded the expectations of program faculty. This woman was consistently meticulous, thorough, and sophisticated in her approach to scholarship. She produced very high-quality work that reflected deep intellectual curiosity and an appreciation for meaningful public policy change. I am pleased to confer this year's Academic Excellence Award to Melissa Rossiel.
I'm Billy Gastick. I'm a program faculty member and also a member of the Department of Public Policy and Public Affairs. Over the course of the year, all the graduating students have carried out a research project, which I'm sure you've heard about, of their own design. Without exception, all of you did an excellent job, and I'm very proud of you. I know you've worked very hard and often late into the night, every night, tonight. And so while we are recognizing one of you in particular for tonight's award, I want to acknowledge each of you for your hard work. It's my pleasure to present this award for research excellence. And this year's award goes to Brenda Musetta. Brenda's, no problem. I'm gonna embarrass her a little bit more. Brenda's case study highlights the work of Second Step, a nonprofit organization based in Newton that works with children affected by domestic violence. Specifically, Brenda examines how Second Step strives to meet the needs of these children through programs aimed at academic growth, self-esteem, and strengthening positive relationships. Throughout the year, Brenda has demonstrated her commitment to the practice of rigorous and thoughtful research. She has impressed us with her dedication and focus, and with her high level of engagement in the classroom. Please join me in congratulating Brenda.
And now comes the moment when we all get to have each and every one of you walk across the stage and be recognized for the tremendous amount of work that you've done. Each of you has brought so much to this program, and we hope that you will take away as much as we've gotten from you. You will today receive a folder indicating your certificate, which we mailed in the mail in the summer, but you can hold it with great pride for all the work that you've done so far. So Krista Kelleher is going to come up and read names, and
Shamim Ali. Rosna Cornett. Elizabeth Duram. Amelia English. Rebecca Feen, who could not be with us this evening. Sharon Denise Gershman. Catherine Hartford Moeller. Jerry Hernessy. Angela Kelly. Ramona Alicia Lara. Edna Laurent Telus. Isabel A. Lopez. Katie Jo Markman. Elizabeth Courtney Moore. Brenda Muzetta. Min Ha Win. Kathleen Rose O'Brien. Anna Cecilia Racina. Melissa Rossio. Serena Rajuna. Gul Shamim, who could not be with us tonight. And Pamela Sheward.
It was a stretch.
Oh, thank you. World's best advisor. Thank you.
Vanessa Ann Smith. Ashley Spinney. Sibu Sisiwe Tandi Kele Chabangu Soko.
Go girl.
And finally, we recognize Catherine Teresa Zapert, who could not be with us tonight. Congratulations, everyone.
congratulations from the entire McCormick Graduate School and the 40 years of the Program for Women in Politics and Public Policy. I'd like to also acknowledge Jane Malme, who's in the audience, who is a member of the Betty Tamor Scholarship Fund. So any of you who have been received Betty Tamor, in fact, actually anybody in the room who's ever received a Betty Tamor Scholarship should stand up. These are named after the founder of the program, who founded it in 1968 with the first class in 1969, and we're celebrating the 40th anniversary of the program on October 22nd. We hope that you will all come back for that, and the 15th anniversary of the center. Today, I want to thank some people. First of all, I want to thank Lisa Lewis, who I don't know if she's still here. She may have left, but I want to thank Lisa Lewis. Oh, there you are. Hey, Lisa. Lisa Lewis is behind the scenes, next to my office, doing everything every day that makes the center, the program, run smoothly. So thank you very much, Lisa. And as you all know, that if anybody wants to schedule an appointment with me, talk to Lisa directly. I also want to thank Paige Ransford, who's our Senior Research Associate, who often does more above and beyond her research duties to help out at all times. So since 8 a.m., she's been on the job. I want to talk to you tonight about, well, first of all, I also want to acknowledge a couple of firsts in the program. Tonight, I think we are celebrating not only a mother and daughter team of a current student, Elizabeth Moore, and I believe her mother graduated from the program in 1992, is that correct? There you are right there. Okay, so we have a mother and daughter team. But we also have probably one of the unique situations where we have a mother and daughter in the current class together at the same time. Elizabeth, stand up and turn around, and Rosna Cornett. And it was a lovely experience to watch them side by side, supporting each other, discussing things, and they have their each unique personalities, but also a remarkable similarity in terms of kindness. And that's what this class actually represents to me this year. Each class is somewhat different. I think you're the class with brilliance, knowledge, academic excellence, all across the board, and kindness. I think you all supported each other in a very unique way that needs to be recognized. It is the best of what women are supposed to be to each other, and I want to acknowledge that for you. I also want to tell a little bit of a story. It's a little bit of a digression because one of the guest speakers in our class was Barbara Lee, not the Congresswoman Barbara Lee, but Barbara Lee, who's a Massachusetts philanthropist and activist and supporter of women in politics. She came to our class to talk about how women can move forward in political life. She also is a sponsor of the arts, and she invited me to her Valentine's Day party at the ICA, the Institute of Contemporary Art, where the night before, Shepard Fairey was supposed to be have a show opening for his graffiti art that has become quite famous, but he was arrested the night before. So it got quite a bit of attention, but Shepard Fairey is known for his Obama poster with the word hope on it. And today, this year was a remarkable election with a woman, Hillary Clinton, running, another woman running for vice president, Sarah Palin, and of course, Barack Obama winning the election. We have Martha Coakley. And tonight I want to announce to some of you who don't know is that Carmen Ortiz, who you may have met at our board meeting, she's a member of our board, was selected to be the next U.S. Attorney for the state of Massachusetts. And she is the first woman to hold that, who will hold that position as U.S. Attorney. and the first Hispanic to hold that position as U.S. Attorney from the state of Massachusetts. And one of the highlights for our program for both the board members and the students is the opportunity to meet our board members. And I know that Carmen Ortiz, who's been active since I became director, has enjoyed meeting you. And so you can say you knew her when. The other reason it's interesting to me, for me to share this with you, is that at our last board meeting, Carmen Ortiz, who is an extremely well-qualified, amazing woman who's done everything you need to do in order to become the U.S. Attorney. Flat out, she's just done everything. Prosecutor, everything. Remarkable things. But she is also someone who is a little bit like some of you, a little bit holds back, doesn't put herself forward very often, kind of stays a little, well, I'm just going to do my job. She's at the last board meeting in April, at the very end, after doing all our presentation, and everyone, and Jane was there, everyone was talking about how much work we do at the center and how wonderful our students are and how wonderful the program is. She said, I want to say something. And she said that after coming to these meetings, I hadn't come for many years, and then I started coming and watching this group, watching the students, seeing what's going on, I have decided to put my hat in the ring for U.S. Attorney. And she said it's been such an inspiration to be part of the center and the students that I've decided, I'm not a person that goes forward like this, but I've decided to put my hat in the ring. And so I feel a tingle just thinking about the fact that we may have had some influence on the fact that Massachusetts will have the first U.S. Attorney who is a woman, and a Hispanic woman at that. So I want to congratulate Carmen Ortiz. And all of you for making such an impression on her when you met her in the fall. She really was taken quite a bit by that. So I thank you. Now I want to say that I know you face difficult times. There was even something in the newspaper about what to say to graduates at such a difficult time. But just as the Obama poster said hope, I want to tell you what I hope for. I hope you achieve your dreams. I hope that we've prepared you well. I hope that you will keep us posted in going forward, and that Ann Foreman is going to email you and say, what are you doing now? And I hope that you will respond to her and tell us. Tell us like Janine, who sent us pictures when she got married. So send us your personal and your professional and your political accomplishments. I hope you know that we want you to get the jobs that you're looking for or achieve in law school or graduate school, whatever you want. But I hope that you know that whatever you do, we're proud of you. Thank you. Oh, yes, yes. And now we get to the part where our class reps get to say the last word. So since Rebecca Feen and Serena were our class reps, Rebecca's not here, but Serena is going to do the honors. Serena, there you are.
Good evening. Mahatma Gandhi urged, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Over the past 9 months, Professors Kelleher, Gastick, Courtney, and Hardy-Fanta have inspired, motivated, and prepared each of us to go out and be that change. In the classroom and in the community, the program has molded each of us into the knowledgeable and engaging women that we are today. Be it the environment, human services, education, or the law, I've watched each of the women in the program become passionate leaders in our field. With the skills we've developed, the intellectual talents we've uncovered, and the dedication we found in each other, and with the support and encouragement of our professors, guest speakers, mentors, and each other, I know that the class of 2009 will have a significant impact on the world in which we live. To my classmates, my friends, I challenge each of you to take the gifts we've been given and talents we've developed to have a positive influence on this world as you go on, to continue your education, as you educate and inspire others, as you seek elected office, or serve as a leader and mentor in your own homes and communities. I know that each of you has the potential to accomplish all of your dreams and to change this world. To everyone who helped make the program possible, thank you. Thank you for your tireless efforts and your unconditional belief in the potential and your contagious enthusiasm. I look forward to sharing the collective thoughts and ideas from the class of 2009 as the program moves forward to inspire and motivate another cohort of incredible women in the fall. On behalf of Rebecca Feen, my co-representative, and all of the women in the program, I would like to present a small token of appreciation to Donna Stewartson, Professor Hardy Fanta, Professor Gaskett, Professor Courtney, and Professor Kelleher, from all of us in the class of 2009. You leave us forever changed. Thank you.
Please enjoy the rest of the evening. There is dessert over there if you haven't had it yet. And again, congratulations to the class of 2009.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, I probably should have asked you. Yes,